Folks, there's some things that we do in the Sheriff's Department, all of which are important, and we do them together every day. We do them together with our volunteers, we do them together with our professional staff, and we do it together with our sworn staff. But we're here today to really put an exclamation mark on what's really important. And what's important is those that have come before us and recognizing their sacrifices. And more importantly, their sacrifices of the families that are in many times left behind. We always say, hey, we're going to remember you, and we do these things. And in the crux of any incident, we're very good at that. We're very good at surrounding folks and making sure that we try to stand them up. But as time goes on, it always becomes more and more difficult. We get busier in life, and things happen. And one of the things I want to say thank you for, and personally am so thankful for, is this park. And this park that identifies those that have passed away in the line of duty, not just our sworn staff, our volunteers, and then with COVID, for the first time, our professional staff. This is important. It's very important. Regularly, when I get a chance to speak to all of our troops, I say things like, look, in the crazy times that we're all in, you are the stability. You're the stability of our community, you're the stability of the state, and you're the stability of our country. Because there are people looking to us to make sense out of the chaos we're all seeing, no matter whether you turn on the TV and the news or what you see going on in our streets. So to all of you, this is a place for peace. This is a place for peace to gather your thoughts. This is a place where you come to and you realize, I do these things for a purpose. And I'm going to represent those people who came before us and lived their purpose, and unfortunately for all of us, died in the line of duty serving their purpose. So thank you for being here today. This monument was completed in 2022 as part of the memorial park constructed to honor all of our fallen members. Like the monument for fallen law enforcement officers, it's important for me and the men and women of this department to also honor our volunteers and our professional staffs who lost their lives in the line of duty. Today we pay tribute to 5 men for the ultimate sacrifice that they made by volunteering their time to this department and the people of our county. And I'd like to share some of their sacrifices with you. Walter Peterson, his end of work, June 23rd of 2000. Walter joined the Wrightwood Search and Rescue Unit in October of 1994 and became a very active member of the search and rescue community, eventually becoming the commander of the Wrightwood SAR unit. He was certified in snow and ice rescue, technical rope rescue, and technical rope rescue instructor. On June 23rd of 2000, Walter suffered a fatal heart attack during an assignment in the mountains near Big Pine, California. In Walter's last year of service with San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, he logged in over 1,500 volunteer hours just by himself. Scott Johnson, end of work July 17th, 2004. Philip Calvert, end of work July 20th, 2004. Phil and Scott were members of the San Gorgonio SAR unit. On July 17th, Phil and Scott Johnson were part of an 8-man team responding to Joshua Tree for a search of a lost person. All of the team members were riding in the same vehicle when a reckless driver struck the team's vehicle. The vehicle overturned, and all the members of that unit were injured. However, Scott suffered fatal injuries, and Phil suffered major injuries and was hospitalized. He succumbed to his injuries on July 20th, 2004. Both men were dedicated, well-experienced members of the team who donated hundreds of hours to the citizens of San Bernardino County. Gary Card, end of watch, April 26, 2010. Gary was a volunteer with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department for 9.5 years. On April 26th of 2010, at the Morongo Basin Station, they responded to a report of a critical missing person near the community of Wonder Valley. At the request of the station, Morongo Basin Search and Rescue members responded to assist in the search. Several search and rescue members, including Gary Card, responded to the call and set out on a hasty search for the victim. A short time into the search, Gary collapsed. Life-saving measures were immediately administered, and he was transported to a local hospital where he later died. Timothy Staples, end of watch, December 14th, 2019. Tim was a dedicated, well-experienced 9-year member of the West Valley Search and Rescue Unit, volunteering hundreds of hours for the citizens of San Bernardino County. On December 14, 2019, as part of the West Valley Search and Rescue Team, Tim was actively searching a portion of Mount Baldy for a lost hiker in extremely adverse conditions. During the search, Tim slipped from the trail and suffered fatal injuries. Folks, these are people, and you've seen it. I know I've seen it many times, and many things have been stated. And you know that as a law enforcement officer, and I know in my heart of hearts, we receive a paycheck to do this. But what we're talking about today is people volunteering that don't receive a paycheck. They simply do this for their fellow man. So please join me in honoring them as I unveil this memorial. Godspeed to each and every one of them. I hope this monument will serve as a reminder that we're blessed with volunteers who give themselves without asking for absolutely anything in return. They are made of determination, bravery, and most importantly, heart. We can never thank these 5 men enough for their sacrifice that they've made, but we can continue to honor them and remember them for the heroes that they are. I want to thank everyone for coming today. I want to thank all of our family members for being here. Please don't think your efforts and the loss that you still experience go unnoticed. And oftentimes, your sacrifice is something that many people don't think of and that you have to live with every day. Please know that we are here for you. You are always part of our family. And I stand very tall in your strength. And I know many times, and I think some of you realize this, it's difficult for us to say the things that we're trying to express for the loss of your loved ones. And when I see you come to these events time and time again, it reminds us that I think many times you're making us feel better. And please know, this is a place of peace. This is your place. You're welcome here anytime, and you will always be part of the Sheriff's Department family. So again, thank you everybody for being here, and please stand for the playing of taps.